Okay, so I have to hide the camera a little bit because we're by a military checkpoint, so don't want to get in trouble. But what happened is we stopped to go to the checkpoint and the car stopped running, and it still won't run, which is a nightmare. So it's pretty much 9 o'clock p.m. and we're stuck outside a military checkpoint, which is bad news.
What are you talking about? It's not a bad news. You said you want some adventures. There you go.
It's definitely an adventure. But oh, a little explanation. Where are we going? So we're going to Chernihiv. Why are we going there? Because Lara in the front, can you see her? Her family home is there. So we're going to the family home to check if it's okay and get some stuff. So that's the reason. But we're not going anywhere tonight by the looks of things. It could also be because Yaroslav decided to buy a British car, which has never been known for their reliability. And who's laughing now with the idea of getting a Lada? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got the car working. It's too dark, you probably can't see a thing. So we're gonna go the long way around because of the military checkpoints shut at 10, or the curfew is at 10. 9, so we missed it. So we're going the long way around. So, adventure time here in Ukraine. Beautiful morning here in Chernihiv. Just woke up. So, first thing we're gonna do today is open the door. So, we're breaking into a house we've already broken into. But we had to go through the window last night. So the window was already smashed when the bombs first hit. So we didn't do it. Now we're just gonna get in and use the door properly. Bit of a challenge where we got in. Not too bad. What do you think?
I think we did a good job with just a shovel, with hatchet, axe,
hatchet, whatever you want to call it,
and a hammer.
But like a rubber mallet hammer as well, not a real one.
And that's how you break into the house.
So, I'm gonna call the police because someone stole the boiler in the house. And maybe some other things. So, and then today's plan, we're gonna go on an adventure, right?
Yep. We're gonna go check the city. This is the first time for all of us since the war started. The first time we're here. So we're gonna go check the city. And we'll see how many damage Russians brought to this city.
It's a hole in the floor and all that damage on the wall is from a Russian rocket or missile that landed right there. You can see a lot of damage in these parts. Just look at this. Burnt out. All the windows smashed. Market over there. All destroyed. That building there. all these holes in the floor are just from rockets, missiles. So looks like that building used to be blue, not anymore. So what's crazy is even though pretty much this whole market's destroyed, is they're still working over there. So the show must go on. I guess that shows the Ukrainian spirit, they just carry on. So this is the first time we've been back in Chernihiv. Is it kind of like, so Laura grew up here. Is it kind of like sad now?
It is, because my school is not far away from here. I went to school for 11 years. I walked for here every single day. So it's very weird. And sad. And scary.
So we're at the pizza place. This is insane. So this is the size of a pizza. But Lara said this is the OG original pizza place here in Chernihiv. So it's Soviet, but they redecorated so it doesn't really look Soviet anymore. But apparently original. You can see with the size with the pizza. Original pizza recipe. Soup. And they say it's the best. So, best pizza in Chernihiv. But why is the pizza so small?
I don't know.
Because that was the size back in the days. I don't know.
And also, back in the days, they usually used 2 forks instead of knife.
2 forks.
Yeah.
2 forks to eat the pizza? Do you think if Lenin was to eat a pizza, he would eat this size? Or Lenin would go for like a big size?
I think he would eat this size pizza. He would support the Soviet Union size.
And do you think Lenin would eat with 2 forks?
Yes, with 2 forks as well.
So Lara's not eating Soviet style, she's eating more European.
Did you know that Lenin, he lies in mausoleum, and they put 2 forks in his casket, a glass casket, near to his arm.
So this is how you eat.
As a reminder that you should eat a Soviet pizza only with 2 forks.
So that's an interesting fact of the day. Okay, we're back at the house. We've made a decision. We're gonna clean up. So the thing's overgrown, rubbish, glass everywhere. So we're gonna clean up so that it's a bit more homely. So this is the before, and I'm sure we'll show you an after. You can see that. If you can see the wall up there, it's actually pretty damaged. It's actually going in on itself. So it's not good. But we're gonna clean up. And we're gonna be proud of our efforts. And then we'll see what we do. So that's the plan for this afternoon. It's pretty late. I think it's like 5:30. We don't want to be out too late because we're not going to get back in time. Blah, blah, blah. So, it's good. Do this. Not bad progress for cleaning up. I'm going to leave the glass there. But the rest of it, not bad, not bad. Looking very homely. Now we're off to the shop. It's kind of weird to say because this is like such a beautiful evening, but I am by a big supermarket or big shopping center called Epicenter, and this is the remains. So, remember when we were in Uzhgorod and we bought those showers for the refugee center? Well, we were looking at an epicenter for the, see, they sell everything, but It's insane. The whole thing just destroyed, burnt down. So, pretty crazy. There's an apartment over there, just been destroyed. I don't know. It's pretty sad. People's jobs in there. People buy essentials in there. If you lived over there, I can't imagine the shockwaves, the view you have now. It's pretty insane. It's pretty sad. So I wasn't expecting to see it, but I guess on our way now to get some food for tonight. We're not going to be able to buy anything that's going to be kept in the fridge because it's not working. Nothing that we could cook on the stove because gas not working. So basically, anything microwavable, no microwave. So pretty much sandwiches, maybe a cake. Treat ourselves to a cake, but yeah, that's gonna be dinner for tonight, and go from there. So I've just gone for a little walk away from where we've been staying for the last few nights. So just a couple of streets over. And over there, directly in front, is Russia. Maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 kilometers. So that's Russia. So that's how close we are to the Russian border. So on the streets and on the roads, well, here's one that's been filled in. So this is kind of like, these holes are where rockets exploded and where they landed. Now, you see like a lot of smashed windows and you think, oh, it's from the shock blast, but it's not. It's all from shrapnel. So this is a concrete reinforced wall, and it's just boof, blown a hole straight through. So the shrapnel that came off, you could see all the fences got holes in them. I'll show you some more fences later on, which are a bit more clear, but anyone standing nearby would have just been killed. It would have been full of shrapnel. Look, you can see the windows up there smashed, holes all in the fence. Like, this is a full-on steel gate, just destroyed. Chernihiv is one of the first ones to get attacked during the invasion, and the war pretty much, well, the fight in here in Chernihiv kind of lasted for about a month before Ukrainian army took them out, or forced them to get out. Check this out. So this would have been a bomb, big hole in the floor, and house just destroyed. Windows in that house smashed, the wall broken down. Another hole in the ground. When you try to think logically, you can kind of understand why maybe the Russians would take out certain businesses and take out centers and disrupt roads and cause a bit of mayhem, but where I am now is purely residential, just home. All it is homes, and as we walk down the street, we're just going to see how many homes have been destroyed. So these are homes that old people live in. These are homes where families with young kids. I've seen kids walking around, playing around here already. There's a gate, they've spray painted all the shrapnel marks. And so there's an old couple opposite where my friend lives. And when the war first happened and the bombs were dropping, they jumped into the basement and the house got destroyed, absolutely ruined. and then they're just there every day, cleaning it up. And what do you do? Like, to be realistic here, we're in Ukraine. Some of these people don't have money, and their house is gone. What can they do? They can't rebuild it, they haven't got any money. So they're just slowly picking away at it, cleaning it up, sorting it out, and who knows. So today we borrowed a ladder from one of the neighbors, and she was explaining a little bit what went on, and so I get called over, hey, check this out. And I go over, and I'll show the picture now, but it's the leftovers of a Russian bomb. And they explained where it hit, and then explained the house is destroyed. It destroyed that old couple's home, and they were explaining about their house got destroyed as well from it, and pretty much for the month, because of the fighting here, like, people couldn't help out really much, because, well, do you drop off supplies into the middle of a war zone? It's pretty difficult. So they were stuck in their house for about a month. No water, no electricity, and somehow managed to survive. Oh, look at this house. But yeah, if there's one thing for sure is, I don't think I could be able to do it. If it happened to the UK and I was stuck in my house for a month with no water, electricity, just trying to survive, I don't think I could do it. So when you hear the stories, it's pretty heartbreaking, and it's also pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraging, maybe, that these people can just, or inspiring, can just carry on as they were and restart their life, or you're forced to, really. Some houses have been rebuilt already. Bearing in mind, this was back in February when the war first started, so it's been 5-6 months already, and so there has been a lot of time in between the damage and until now. So there are a lot of houses being rebuilt, a lot of windows are brand new. You can kind of tell that, like these, you can still see the expanding foam in the gaps. You can see how clean they are. But it's pretty crazy. Oh, check this one out. The roof completely blown off. Front door completely destroyed. Yeah, I think that would have been a house burnt down type of job. It's also quite remarkable you have like a house like this, which is untouched. Next door, destroyed. It's like, some people are lucky, some people are not. Sometimes that's how life goes. But it's still sad regardless. This house here, I think one of the saddest things as well, and maybe I can relate because I've had a house burnt down before, but when a house burns down, everything inside is ruined. So that's your passports, that's your birth certificates, that's your swimming certificates. Oh, check this out. So that whole house is just kind of, that wall looks like it wants to go. It's just that one steel girder holding it up. And then you got old car, destroyed. It's a shame too, because it's kind of a cool car, like a 2-seater Soviet, I'm gonna say sports car. But you could tell they would have had honeybees there, but they're probably gone, or destroyed or killed, or just flew away. House next to it is all burnt down. But yeah, everything would have just been, so all certificates and paperwork. I'm just trying to film with this as well, so ignore me. there's also like your favorite posters, your computer, your hard drive, everything you own, your favorite football shirt, your favorite tie, your favorite pair of socks, everything that you own and you like will just be burnt, gone, that's it, over. So as you fled your house from being destroyed, from your house being destroyed, you've just gone, well, my life is gone and it's never coming back. You can't get it back, you can't fix it because it's gone, it's burnt down. Yeah. Well, what once was probably a very beautiful house, you could tell the garden, you can tell they had a whole wall around it, you could tell they've cleaned it up, but that's what's left. The inner foundation, or the inner walls, and the foundation on the floor. You could see the walls, how much shrapnel went through it, even this one, how much damage, the gate, how much damage. Like, this house didn't stand a chance, and that's the neighbor's house. So actually the holes in the floor, where there could have just been the basic standard draining, but looks like that's when the missile might have gone. It's all filled in by dirt and stone and rubble. Yeah, it's pretty sad. You see a lot of roofs and sides of buildings with like plastic on it and tarpaulin, but that's because all the roofs are destroyed. So that's just temporary weatherproofing until they can find something or find a building company to help rebuild it. Here we go. Here's another one. How insane is that one? See if we can get across. Hopefully without falling down a hole. So, not a huge amount left of that house. Just the one corner wall. Well, the gate's gone as well. That's probably the remainder of the gate on the floor. So, all the houses on this side of the street going down, all of them destroyed. Even really far back. Here, looks like a bomb dropped here. Looks like potentially a bomb dropped there. So you can understand why that house especially got destroyed. Just seems so random. I don't think the Russians really had a plan of where they were going to shoot. I think they just decided, let's just destroy everything we can, maybe. Which is why when you hear stuff like Russia is a terrorist state, well, I'm here, I believe it, because this is just homes. There's no factories, there's no businesses, there's no army base, there's no bus depot. It's just pure home. That's all it is. People's homes, people's lives, people's memories, people's childhoods, people's retirement. That's all it is. And then you have gates like this which are just destroyed. It's kind of strange. It's not that I didn't believe that all this damage has been done. You see it on media, you see pictures, you see social media, news about the damage. But you think, oh, it's in the city, so that makes sense. That's why they just try to destroy the city. But we're outside the city. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, is the road sign, which pretty much says you're leaving Chernihiv. So you can see that we're on the outskirts. You have to drive like 5-10 minutes to get to the city center. So we're just homes on the outside. So, okay, check out one of the roads coming in. Look at that. Look how deep that hole is. So not only has your home been destroyed, your friend's home's been destroyed, your neighbor's home's been destroyed. Every time you leave this place, you got to drive past a hole in the floor. You got this home here. This is gone. House next to it, gone. So it's not like, oh, that's sad, I guess we'll get over it. It's, oh, it's sad. You're never gonna forget it until these houses are bulldozed down and rebuilt. So I can imagine it being quite a miserable, depressing time. But also when you think about it, it's the one time that these people can get together, work together. It's probably bonded them. Neighbors helping each other out. You look at Ukraine now, like how unified it is. And it's for sure one of the things I love about Ukraine is the people. Just difficult lives, carry on. Difficult lives, no complaints. It's pretty sad. We got one more night here in Chernihiv, and then we drive back to Kyiv tomorrow. I will say one thing though. I'm actually so surprised when we get to the military checkpoints. It's the same procedure every time. Get your passports out, get your IDs out, licenses, proof of ownership of the car, etc. They see my passport and they go, okay, whatever. Who cares? Just a British guy in Ukraine. But then they see my friend's passport. He's from Donetsk, which is on the east, which is very heavily involved in the war right now. And they check him, they make sure he's not some Russian spy, he doesn't work for Russia, blah blah blah. Because what Russia are doing right now is they're forcing Ukrainians who live there to join the army, fight for them. So he gets checked quite a lot. Another hole in the ground. So it's kind of strange. I get given a free pass, but he's very checked. Although I was asked once by military, they're like, why is the foreigner here? And out of nowhere my friend just gives the most insane answer. Oh, he's like this adrenaline junkie. That's the guy goes, okay. As if that was like the most logical response ever. So I don't need that good of a reason to come to Chernihiv apparently. But that's the video. I'm back home now. Oh, if I can get up. Yeah, here we are. That's probably the end of the video.